there, but he was
Knights of Legend. I worked on a Knights of Legend with him.
Yeah, I think I started maybe after.
Oh, after he was gone?
I'm not sure, but he would come around sometimes.
You could never finish that game. There's a giant bug in the last mission. It
Uh-huh.
was never fixed.
Huh.
Nobody has ever finished Knights of Legend except us testers.
That's a flaw.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. I guess Todd left and decided not to finish it. So.
Yeah.
That
What
is a flaw.
what prison is he in now?
You know what he's doing now? He's making gaming machines in Las Vegas with Peter Marquardt and himself and some other guys.
It sounds about right.
Yeah, it does.
Is Todd?
Yeah. He got divorced too. Because I don't want to.
Yeah. That's wrong conversation.
Right. See, that's why I don't bring the bourbon in, because that would be the right conversation then.
Yeah. Those are the kind of conversations I was talking about at Origin.
Hey man. So we're on HD here.
Do you remember the soapbox? Speaking of our little back and forth on Facebook lately, do you remember the soapbox?
Yeah, what a bad
Mailing
idea
list?
that was.
I mean, talk about politically incorrect.
Yeah.
All kinds of really edgy stuff was discussed in that.
Yeah, back at Origin, we had like a internal bulletin board system. This was kind of
It
before
was before Outlook.
the World Wide Web really took off, and even had Usenet.
Oh my God, the soapbox. I heard
Yeah,
about this.
and it was just all political.
Well, the
Most
soapbox
of
for
it
people to get on the
was
soapbox.
company
It was a
related,
watering
and then
hole.
for some stupid reason we put up this thing called the soapbox, where it was just people arguing.
Didn't Steve get in trouble for saying something on there once or something?
Did Steve ever not get in trouble
Yeah,
for
no,
saying
no.
something somewhere?
Well, there was the watering hole was for informal stuff, like there's a movie coming out Friday.
Right, it started out as a watering hole, and then the watering hole degenerated just into a bunch of arguing, so they made the soapbox to move all the arguing off of the watering hole.
The arguing was about politics, philosophy, everything, and basically it was a big waste
Yeah,
of
the
time.
philosophy was the more interesting stuff, but yeah, it was a big waste of
managers,
time.
Oh yeah.
nightmare zone because everyone's spending like
Let's
half
see,
the day
it's,
typing
yeah.
into the
Yep.
soapbox,
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Well, it was okay though, because that was back in the days when
This is
everyone was
Dennis.
just living there, working anyway.
Another large
So-
contributor. Nice to meet you.
But
Nobody's as
yeah.
large as me, unfortunately.
these days, you wouldn't want that in your company. Shut that down. But
Good times. I still have pictures and got a lot of. Although somebody, Ben, who was it who put up the? Was it? Who's your buddy up there at DC? Who,
Oh, Joe Garrity.
Yeah, Joe put up all the. Was he the one who put the point of origins, or was that?
That was me.
That was you.
Yep.
I keep get it. Ben's kind of going. Swarber, can you get it right? I mean, I keep giving somebody else credit when somebody else did. But anyway, I still have a lot of old point of origins. I got a lot of those in those
Yeah, I got a bunch
boxes up
of
there
them. I showed
too.
him a
I just
bunch.
want to make sure I don't.
Yeah.
did you get those? Did you get those from Billy Kane?
No.
Because he was like
half
all
of them
over
are
it.
silverfish.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
There'd been
Yeah.
a collection of them that had
Yeah.
followed Origin to California, and then
Yeah, I've got
EA shipped all their old Origin stuff to Biomimic in Virginia, and they didn't know what to do with any of it, so they let us come in.
You're making it up.
Yeah, and everything.
It's in the replay. I mean, that way.
See, I'm strategically hidden behind this monitor.
Exactly. Yeah.
Point of Origin, for anybody who's watching and wants to know, is just like a little like weekly or monthly newsletter that,
Yeah.
this being the primitive days before everything was digital, they'd actually make hard copies on paper of this little newsletter that they'd hand out at the company happy hours or drop by your office. Seems
Yeah.
very archaic now.
Yeah, I know.
You wouldn't do that.
It's interesting because we just started over at Portalarium our first, in an effort to try to relive that, doing our monthly newsletter.
On paper?
No, it's all digital.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all digital. So,
Right.
yeah, but there was always something about when we had our company happy hour about having that physical copy
Been too much with
and seeing people in the room paging through it and seeing what was in there. That was kind of cool. But you're right. I mean, we didn't really have. You could.
There's a lot to be said for physical copies of some things.
Oh, yeah.
Like all my art reference books. It's like, obviously I have a ton of digital reference that I've just downloaded.
Yeah.
But
Real book.
still, like if you're, making a suit of armor, there's nothing like having, a book that has photographs from a museum of a medieval piece of armor compared to having to dig
it's
through the
funny
windows.
because,
Even if you have two
I
free
didn't know anything
monitors, you've
about
always got what you
Commander
need to
1
see
and 2,
buried
but I
behind
bought
3 other
when it was
windows.
new.
And I just want to glance over and see it. You know, flip the page, see what's on the other side. Go
I
back.
wasn't doing
Well, you know,
online.
it's
And then
it's interesting because I do have all those physical magazines,
Racing.com,
magazine covers, the articles,
and I
and
just
things
kinda
like that.
stuck
Now, there's
with
a
that.
guy, Richard
Someone posted a note about,
Pickles,
you know, this venture.
who's from the UK, who has Pix's Origin Adventures, and he has mostly they're European, but he takes all the articles from way back when and digitizes them and then posts them on his website. But I mean, it would be a lot of effort to go through all those and pull them out and, you know, get the X-Acto knife and try to get them all nice and pretty and clean and digitize everything. But that's the only way I'm ever going to be able to, you know, keep them, like you said, before the silverfish get to them all. All right.
Exactly, yeah.
If I don't do it.
You can probably just fold them back and scan them without having to cut them off.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got some old
Still be a
Origin
pain in
phone
the
lists.
butt, though.
I got some phone lists. You got any phone lists?
Way phone lists.
Yeah.
I have
Used
my
to put
old,
the phone list out.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I have my. Oh, I should have brought that.
That was a great.
I still have my old ID hanging on my fridge.
So it was a great way to reminisce about who used to work at the places to look at the old phone list.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me put this, let's do this mic for everybody.
This is the craziest mouse I've ever seen.
Oh, those are awesome.
Those are a
Wow.
gamer mouse.
Those are really cool.
All gamers have
Well, I have a
those.
gamer mouse too, but it's not as cool as this.
Yeah, well.
That one like can
It's a
destroy
Logitech, but
something
it doesn't.
if you-
It doesn't look like Sid Mead designed it.
Set that up. Do you want to run it off my? You want to run that off my computer? The Media Mac.
You're still. I see. It's just a microphone.
Yeah, so you can probably run it. I can switch the mic thing.
I
Let
don't
me
know
know
why you
when
have
I'm
such
right.
trouble getting the box split off.
I was just gonna get on my computer. Right. Okay, let's see how we're doing.
When do the girls show up?
We're good.
Well, yeah.
What's this, chopped liver?
Are you downgrading me over there, Chris?
You're a lady.
Oh,
I was talking about the girls.
girl. Strippers.
No one said that.
Why are you hitting me? Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Oh, speaking of the old Origin days, there are some
No.
stories about that.
Yeah, we don't need to.
Yeah.
We don't need to have those
We don't
on.
need to go
Oh,
there.
those were good times.
Oh, Chris.
Let's wait till Martin gets in.
True that.
If you want to do it right.
He didn't respond to me. I wonder if he's on his way.
Keep it clean, people. It's like not even 6 o'clock yet.
Mark,
Sure, there are a lot
Mark
of little
Davies
kids
is
watching.
coming.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I thought you said
Sure, there are a lot of
Davis.
little kids watching.
Well, I'll say
Yeah.
Davis.
more
Davies.
interest.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Martin, Martin's a handful. It's a lot of man.
That's why we're gonna have him here.
All right.
The bulldog.
The bulldog. There you go.
Take
Okay.
this.
How do I find us on Ustream? I mean, I've signed up. Where are we?